Hey everyone, this is Sonic Mix 991, and today I'm going to give my review of WWE Bragging Rights. Bragging Rights happened tonight, and for only 5 matches on this card, this was a pretty good show in my opinion. Let's get right into it. The match kicked off with John Morrison versus The Miz. This was a good match to kick off the show. It went on for about 11 minutes. I would have wished they would have given these guys longer time, like 15, 17 minutes, but they had to cut time short because of the Iron Man match. But this had a good pace to it. The crowd did actually seem to get into this. There was some good counter moves by both Morrison and a little bit of The Miz. However, the only thing I didn't like about this match was the ending, how when Morrison went for the oh god, what the hell is that called? The Starship Pain, excuse me. Just trying to think of Morrison's finisher move. The Starship Pain, and Miz tripped him up. Morrison landed hard, and then Miz got the pin. I didn't like that. I think it should have ended off with a finishing move besides that, so. But I don't know, it was really good. It was pretty good for what it was worth for the 11 minutes that it was given. I give about 3 stars on the dud. About 3 stars. 3 out of 5. Up next was the Smackdown Divas versus the Raw Divas. For a Tag Team Divas match, this match was actually alright. The fans were not really into it as the Morrison and the Miz, but they were kind of somewhat into it. There were some athletic maneuvers by Gail Kim, of course by Melina, how she's very talented. Beth Phoenix did pretty good. Kelly, so-so, okay, mediocre. Natalia did pretty good. They both had their fair share in the rings. They all did their share in the parts. The match went on for about 7, 8, 9 minutes. This match was pretty predictable on who was going to win. Pretty much, Beth Phoenix gave her finisher move, I don't know what's it called, to Melina. And you obviously knew SmackDown had to obviously win this match. So, seeing Beth Phoenix is on the SmackDown team, Phoenix won for SmackDown, so it gave SmackDown both won, and Raw both won, and Team SmackDown won. I give the match about 2.5. Some people might give it low, but I thought it was a good tag team women's match. Probably the best in a long time. 2.5. 2.5 out of 5. Up next was the Fatal 4-Way. CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio versus Batista versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match was very good. It was well-paced. The match never slowed down. There was some rest stops where CM Punk be out of the ring for a mediocre of time. Then Mysterio. I think Batista was there. Taker was pretty much all through the whole entire match. Of course, there was break pins after break pins. I think the only thing that took away from this match was only given 10 minutes. If this match would have given maybe about 13, 15 minutes, it probably would have turned out to be a great match. But instead, it was good for what it was worth. It was good for the 10 minutes. And then at the end, Josh Matthews interviews both Mysterio and Batista. And Batista turns his back on Mysterio. So it's probably looking forward mostly to a Mysterio and Batista feud, probably. But the match itself, I gave about 3.25. If it was 13, 15 minutes, probably would have been higher, but for what it was worth, 3.25. I'll give it that much. Up next was the Team SmackDown versus Team Raw, the 7-on-7 tag team match. This match was actually very good. What I liked about this match was Mark Henry and the Big Show. Seeing that those two are obviously... Big Show is alright if he's compared with the right person. Mark Henry, not good at all. But what I was glad about this match was they were given very less time in the ring. I think Big Show was only in there one time. Same thing with Mark Henry, and they were never tagged in again. The only thing I didn't like about this match was Cody Rhodes was never tagged in through the whole entire match. I did not like that. All of SmackDown had their fair share. All of Raw had their fair share, but not Cody Rhodes. But the overall wise, I thought it was very good. Well, not very good, but it was good for what it was worth. Like I said, everybody had their fair share. I didn't like Cody Rhodes not being in there at all. I think they should have given him some sort of time in the ring. And then at the end, it comes down to Kofi Kingston and Jericho, and everybody's surrounded around the ring. And the Big Show is about to, as Kofi's on the turnbuckle, Big Show is about to help Kofi, but Big Show turns his back on Team Raw, choke slams Kofi on the turnbuckle, then then Triple H comes into the ring. Big Show gives Triple H the knockout punch, and Jericho goes over Kofi Kingston and gets the win. Honestly, I thought that Jericho and the Big Show were actually going to get separated, but I guess from what's going on here, I guess they're going to still be united, so hopefully they lose the belt soon, I hope. That's all I hope, pretty much. I mean, Jericho and Show are a good tag team, but I just hope that they lose it, like, before WrestleMania. That's what I hope. And then, by the way, I give the match I give it about a 3-star. It was good. It was like maybe 11, 12 minutes. I don't know time-wise, but it was good. It was a good 7-on-7 tag match. 3 stars on the dud. I know that may seem kind of high, but I enjoyed it. 3 stars. And then finally, the main event, John Cena versus Randy Orton in the 60-minute Iron Man match. You can complain if you want, but I thought this match was great. There was some good sweet spot moments. What I thought was going to take away from the match was Legacy coming out helping Orton and Cena, which thankfully they came like way early in the match. If it was like the last 5 minutes, I think it would have ruined it a little bit. The storytelling for these two was good. Orton just doing every psychopathic way he can to just take down Cena, and then Cena will always fight back. And there was the attitude adjustment on the steel steps, putting Orton through the table. There was, of course, Orton setting off the pyro, trying to burn Cena. There was Cena going through the electric cable. There was actually blood in this match, which with the whole PG rating and all that, they said like they were not going to add blood. Thank God Cena got busted open, so there was actually blood. So that was a good sign, actually. But the 60 minutes, it shows a sign that I think these guys can go 60 minutes. Although it was a pinfalls count anywhere, all that, I think these guys can actually go 60 minutes if it was like a regular standard match. It just proves to show. And then at the end, at the final seconds, Cena gives Orton the STF, and right on the 5-second marker, Orton taps, and Cena takes the lead 6-5, which I had a feeling Cena was going to win this, actually, because if Cena were to lose and go to SmackDown, it would make SmackDown more of a stronger brand, and if Cena were to go to SmackDown and Raw didn't have Cena, I think it would actually make Raw a bit weaker. So the more you think about it, it is actually good that Cena is on Raw, because if he was on SmackDown, SmackDown would just be too great of a show, while Raw would just be like a not so great show. So I give the match about a 4. Some people might give it low, others might give it a bit high, but I give it about a 4. It was a pretty good match, and some of the spots were pretty good. Alright, that was my review of WWE Bragging Rights. I give the show about, you know what, let's see, let me think. I'll give it about an 8. I know that might seem high. 7.75, 8 out of 10, so I don't know, very good show. I do definitely recommend it. See ya. Until then, this is SoundMX991 saying have a good night and take care.